Good evening. My name is Wade Reynolds. I'm here to give a persuasive speech. It's the weekend. You walk outside late in the morning, and suddenly something strikes you. You can't see it, can't hear it, but you can smell it. The scent starts your glands salivating. You wonder what it is. Then you realize, you say to yourself, someone's barbecuing. Then two other thoughts come to your mind. What are they cooking that smells so good? And are they using a gas grill or a charcoal grill? There are two types of basic grills utilized for barbecue: gas and charcoal. A little on the charcoal, you also use wood. I'm here to explain the pros and cons of each type and why I think the charcoal grill is the better type to utilize when cooking a meal. So first, we're going to go over various characteristics. Cost between the two, variances you have to utilize after you actually buy the grills, convenience, and ultimately the taste. First, cost. Gas grills cost a lot. The cheaper ones will range about $80. And what is that? Composed of, you have the propane tank and the basic grill, maybe one or two levels. That's it. Usually not the temperatures. Usually about 4 feet long. Once you start getting to $500 to $800, then you start getting all the bells and whistles. You'll have 4 different individual burners, multiple layers, 3 or 4 inside. You also can have a side burner to start, to cook with a pot. And all the attachments that you can put on the front, spices. Usually, very expensive. What else does that do? It takes up a lot of space. Makes it inconvenient to actually move it around a lot, so most of the time you keep it on your lanai or porch, and it's got to stay there. One good thing about the gas grill is cleaning it. Just turn it on high, leave it there for 10 to 15 minutes, let it cool down, you just got to brush off. Now we'll talk about the charcoal grills. Of course, it's the cheaper one. You can get a small charcoal grill for about $20. Doesn't take up a lot of space, so it makes it easy to take it off your porch and put it away. Also, if you start with a small one, basic, it's much easier and cheaper to upgrade to a bigger one to cook more. But the bad thing is the cleaning it. The grill itself, the heat, you can't heat up the grill again to get the meat off of it. You have to basically take it in, wash it off in the sink, and then you have to also deal with the ashes. Basically, being in the military, gas grill is less convenient. Why? Because when the packers come and move it, you have to have it thoroughly clean. You can't pack the propane tank. So it's most of the time, what do people do? Move it every 3 years. You give it to the neighbors, to a friend, or just throw it away. The variances. What else do you have to get when buying grills? For the gas grill, you don't want the flame to be basically cooking straight onto the meat, chicken and such. So you have to get something to fill it in. The 3 things utilized is usually lava rocks, ceramic briquettes, or ceramic tiles. One thing about the lava rocks is when you utilize those do not have an even cooking temperature based on all the porous material, the holes it has on it. Another thing, it also tends to flare up a lot more than the other ones. Most people use the ceramic briquettes. One, it's got an even temperature to cook, and it's less flare up. Recently, a lot of things, one that came out is a ceramic tile, which is basically a square that fits at the bottom of the grills. Even temperature again, and no flare-ups. Now we're talking about the charcoal. 2 types of charcoal you can utilize. It's called the lump and the briquettes. Lumps, key things about that, starts easy, cooks hotter, but with uneven temperatures, and less ash is left at the end. The briquettes, is obviously more ash, but it cooks longer at an even temperature. One thing about the lump is that it's made from whole wood, while briquettes are made from scrap wood with other compost form together. Then you got a little bit of the wood cooked usually in the big barbecue competitions. You have the basically hardwood and a fruit wood. The fruit wood is a sweeter smoke by the hardwood. And also when you're using wood, the wood itself is not actually cooking the meat. It's the smoke that actually was utilized to cook the meat. Convenience. Gas. Push the button, turn it on, 5 minutes, you're ready to go. Throw your chicken breast on it, and done. 15 minutes, you got a meal. Charcoal takes longer to heat up. Harder to heat up unless you get what's called a chimney starter, which is a round tube. Pack it with the charcoal, newspaper, makes it start easier. Now we come down to really what the taste. That's one of the biggest arguments is the taste. Which tastes better? My opinion, when you're cooking the meat and stuff like that, you want the smoke to inject into the meat itself. And basically when you take it off the grill, all you should basically have to put on there just a little salt and pepper, and just the juice itself is all you need to eat. Unlike the gas grill, you're cooking with just a flame. You could put wood chips in it, but why would you? You might as well just use a charcoal grill if you don't put other stuff. Or additives, you go to the store and you get the barbecue sauce, well, then you're not tasting the meat, you're tasting the barbecue sauce. So, in conclusion, I give you some pros and cons of the two differences. Why I think using a charcoal grill and using the charcoal or wood chips, hickory, mesquite, is a better, useful, and makes the meat taste better. Thank you.
Yeah, I like that.